Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
You find yourself in a tavern.
Yo, we should have checked for traps.
I knew he forgot something.
I think I can reason with him.
You killed his father.
Can I have sex with it?
You could certainly try.
I'm gonna touch a sword.
Don't touch the sword!
The child is evil, right?
Obviously.
I could cast Fireball.
Always cast fireball.
All right, roll for it. Welcome to Friday Night Quests. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Jay Jones. This week we kick off Season 11, where we're joined by special guest Daniel Fernandez. Just this month, Daniel joined us on the Roll to Seize podcast, our podcast all about the world of Warhammer 40k. Twice a month, you can hear Daniel run a campaign of the Dark Heresy RPG for myself and my co-host, Andrew Dickinger. And if you like what you hear from Daniel in this session, be sure to check out those episodes on the Roll to Seize feed for more goofy shenanigans in a futuristic world of mayhem and war. So without further ado, let's get to the game. All right, let's meet our guests. First up, we have Jeremy Fox. Jeremy is a writer for film and television, and Jeremy is playing the human fighter, Prince Horace Kemp. Jeremy, tell us a bit about Horace. He's currently traveling with the second, a woman he dated briefly. Well, went on one date with, how does he feel about that, by the way? Is it awkward, or?
You know, I think he's actually hitting that stage of like late maturity and coming out of this like adolescence that he's been in for a while. Because I mean, I think he's starting to head towards asexuality already.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I think the last adventure we had, he was in a goo people territory.
Mm-hmm.
He hit bedrock, and then he was like, you know what? I've seen it all. I'm done at this point.
He feels jaded and old.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That happened real fast.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, so I mean, he's in that place in his life where he feels like he's in the winter of his sexuality.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm in the winter of my sexuality. All right. Well, next up, we have Kelly Egan. Kelly is a digital strategist, and she plays the half-elf druid, Ysabel, Izzy Buchanan.
Yeah.
Now, Kelly, Izzy is sort of guiding the group right now, leading them back to her homeland to meet her father, right?
Yes. So there was some information needed about the moon lily seed.
Yes.
Which is the flower that Izzy's father had done his pilgrimage of enlightenment to. So he's kind of the unofficial expert around this, or at least would be the one person we know of that would have the most information or some more information about it. So we're gonna go home
And see Dad.
They're gonna go home and see Ron.
Papa.
Ron, that's right. His name is Ron,
His name
right?
is Ron, yeah. Well, he's got a darker name, but Ron.
But everybody calls him Ron. Ron
Yeah.
Buchanan.
Ron, yeah.
It's a great name. Our next player is Mike Christensen. Mike is my partner in crime on the Because Comics podcast.
Yep.
But with us, he plays the half-elf wizard, Sweeney.
Yeah.
Sweeney's had a pretty turbulent time recently, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's died twice in 1 week
Yeah.
and changed races twice.
Yeah, in that same week.
Yeah, he was a halfling. Well, he was a human.
Yeah.
And he was a halfling, and now he's a half-elf.
Yeah, it's been...
What type of half-elf is he?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know what... It's been weird for him, trying to figure out what life is like now that he's... It's not that different, except... And this came up last time. I guess he's handsome now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, being a half of an elf does that to you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice,
That's a cool... That's a
bone
pretty
structure.
good deal with being an
I
half-elf.
didn't realize I have competition in the team.
Neither did I.
Wow.
Because I've never taken you seriously as competition. so-
Oh.
And I still don't.
Nice. All right, then. And finally, our guest today, who just joined the Roll to Seize podcast as a game master running the Dark Heresy RPG with myself and Andrew Dickinger, Daniel Fernandez. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So, Daniel, tell us a little bit about your character and who you're playing today.
All right, I am playing Stu, the Maniac Wellington.
Oh, boy.
Stu is a wrestler, a wrestler.
Like but he's like full luchador status.
Oh, he goes full lucha. He's a rudo in as the term that you would be used. But he does have a mask.
And all of us totally know what that means. But for those listeners who
don't know.
It would be a heel, which again, if you don't know what that means,
Yeah, I don't know.
We're so deep right now.
Yeah.
it's
We're so deep in the luchadorness.
it's the people you boo against. There are the hero characters, and then there are the villain characters, and people love heroes and they do love villains. And
The Maniac isn't a hero?
yeah, believe it or not,
He's not the people's champion?
no, he's not.
Oh.
But some people, they wear the T-shirts. It says
They go for the heel.
Maniac 316, that sort of stuff.
Isn't John Cena a villain?
No, Cena's definitely the hero.
Okay.
Like, he does... We don't need to talk about wrestling. We don't need to go into that.
No, Cena, the Goliath.
No, John Cena, the Goliath.
John Cena, the Goliath.
You can't see him. All right. But in terms of gameplay stuff, I am a bard. Because I figured theatricality is really the most important part of a wrestler. So I'm a Valor bard, who are the bards that are particularly good at like melee combat. So,
Okay.
you know, I can get in there and mix it up with people, but also I got a little bit of magic. And like, I literally have the ability to trash talk people and do psychic damage to them with one of my cantrips. So, I mean...
Shit talks.
Do you inspire
Wow.
us? Do you inspire us with your theatricality?
I can do that.
Okay.
I may have better uses for my actions, to be perfectly honest, but I theoretically could give...
You're like you could be
that's-
like a hype man.
Oh, that's how it is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I have the ability to give inspiration to you guys, to give you dice to roll, to give bonuses to your stuff.
Okay.
But to be perfectly honest, we'll see how much I do that, because I might be running at folks and grabbing them and grappling them.
Are you buff? Are you a buff dude?
I have 18 strength. I am a half orc.
Whoa.
I'm 6'4". Like I'm a mountain of a man.
Jeez.
Yes.
Do you wear a mask? Lucha mask?
I wear a lucha mask when I perform. When I'm not performing, I don't wear it, which is
Okay.
not. You know, they don't really do that.
Oh,
but you know,
interesting.
Oh
that's-
yeah. So do you often have your mask off?
I'm gonna say yes, because it's a little sweaty. But whenever I'm doing public appearances and whatnot, I'm wearing the mask, which is
what about
which is
combat?
not what they do in Mexico and like real life stuff. Combat, well, that's a thing. So like obviously in like normal wrestling, I'm
Yeah.
gonna wear the mask.
Yeah.
But I have a expensive taste, so sometimes I'll do mercenary work and whatnot.
Oh.
And
You can't be seen doing that.
and I can't, you don't really want to wear that. Sometimes I do. It gives me sort of a psychological boost, but most of the time I try to keep the
Keep
my
it
ma-
professional.
Keep it professional, yeah.
Fair enough. What does your mask look like? What color is it?
Sort of a classic sort of wrestler mask. Sort of looks like the Santo mask for those of the people who know that, but
Ooh.
it's blue with sort of a white eye holes on it. It's
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. And some Google homework for some people who don't know what that is.
Yeah,
Santo mask.
sorry to
Googling
throw
right
a lot
now.
of weird stuff at you.
Hey, we learned a lot in these last few minutes about wrestling. So, guys, that's our team, and we'll now dive into the story. So, it's been a few weeks since we last saw the Velvet League. They've been traveling southwest towards the home of Izzy Buchanan. It's late afternoon, and they've made their way down a well-traveled road, a lush forest on either side of them. Following a few feet behind them is the second, a member of a secret wizard hunting organization who has agreed to tag along on the journey to meet Izzy's father. At the moment, her eyes are staring intently at her open left palm, which currently holds a collection of small bones and shriveled bugs. I swear the town's just down the road on the left. This grasshopper is most certain about this. I'm sorry this is taking so long. I swear this was, we were gonna get rest somewhere around here. The town's gotta be nearby.
It's okay. It happens to everyone every once in a while.
Look, this, I swear there's a place up ahead.
It's just performance anxiety. Just,
what
don't
is
worry
that
about
supposed
it.
to mean? This,
I'm
Look.
making fun of you because you're weird.
all right.
Maybe I shouldn't have come. Maybe it's emotional to be around me.
This, Horace, this has nothing to do with our past or anything that has happened. Just let me focus here. Maybe I have the wrong...
Well, you're my ex-girlfriend. I understand that there can be a kind
Horace,
of...
we never dated.
Okay, well, you keep telling yourself that, but...
I keep telling you that as well. We did not date. It was one
You're just making
night.
yourself look stupid by saying that, because
Oh
everybody
my
saw
God.
us.
Ugh,
Everybody saw us
jeez.
together.
I was drinking myself sorrows and stuff that night, so I didn't see it. I have nothing to go on but his word, which is meaningless to me.
Everybody saw the way we looked at each other.
Again, pretty...
What is that supposed to mean? Look, it was a nice night, I'll admit, but that was all right? Jeez.
Exactly.
Oh, perfect. There we go. And she looks up, and a black kind of striped dove lands on her finger. Oh,
All
there we
right,
go.
I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. Let's say...
She pulls a little off of one of the
5
feet.
gallons says it explodes.
I think it just drops dead and rots.
She pulls a little message off the left foot of the dove. As soon as she pulls it off, the dove head creens back, drops to the ground, dead. All right.
What?
I
Izzy-
really wanted it to explode.
I mean, you could have made it
Or
explode.
turn into, like, dust.
You still could.
That'd be very, very theatrical.
You guys look at her, or catch her reading the note, and you see a little glint. In fact, I'd like each of you to roll insight. Horace?
10.
Is
10.
10.
What? So all of you equally notice that she has a face, and she seems interested in what she's reading, and that's about it.
Just as I
Face?
suspected.
She can read.
This is
We learned that today. Horace, did you know that?
I didn't know she had a face.
Dang. 2 for 2, actually. Did you notice anything, Sweeney? I mean, if we all know.
Sorry.
Can read and have face. Winner. Just try to lock that down, Horace. I know
this
you're.
is it should be just up ahead. I found the place. It's Festonshire. This is we'll stay there for the night.
Festonshire.
Yeah, it's apparently a nice small village just up ahead on the left. So this will be great.
Are
All right.
we close to like where I would start to recognize?
We're a little bit of
My
a journey's
hometown?
we're a little bit of a
Okay.
journey's town, but this is getting close to your hometown.
Okay.
So we're close nearby. We're getting, where it's getting a little bit warmer. We're far out of the cold, harsh winters
Right.
where we were before. Yeah, so we'll just take up the street here, and if you guys don't mind, maybe take a night in at Festonshire.
Can we see the city? Or the town?
The town?
I mean, I'm asking the god.
Oh,
DM.
yeah. What were you asking?
Can we see the town yet?
You can see in the distance. Actually, roll perception for me real
Oh.
quick.
Can we all?
You all can. Horace.
That's a 17.
17, Izzy?
21.
Sweeney.
Hoping we'd all get the same thing again, but no. 15.
All right. So, Izzy, you know this terrain a little bit better. You notice the different trees and things like that. You can see that some of the trees in the distance, some of the leaves seem to part and change. And this is usually affected by maybe like the colors of like smoke or a town. Horace, you see as well, you might see in a little bit about a mile down the road on the left, you see some smoke billowing up from maybe a chimney of some sort. So you can determine from that you're pretty close.
Yeah.
Is this your old neighborhood, Izzy?
It's starting to look familiar. The trees, the species of the trees.
Okay.
You could find those in my hometown, my home swamp as well. Yeah, I think the town is actually down here a little bit more. And if okay, your own words. I think it's right down the road right here. And they make a mean apple cider in these regions.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So you guys follow down the road, and on your left, upcoming is a nice small town. It looks like a place where you could get like a nice B&B, where you might stop by, maybe get some apple cider, or you can just a nice rest stop.
A butt and a blowjob?
Maybe, possibly.
All right.
So you walk in. You make your way. It just looks like a.
That winter turned to
I'm
spring
here.
real fast.
I'm here for the B&Bs.
So you enter the town, and you just see like a few people to and fro, pretty far ahead of you, so you can't really make them out. But they look like humanoid shape, nothing weird. Going in and out of a couple shops, but otherwise it seems pretty quiet. It's late afternoon, so people are either probably getting ready to sit down for dinner or looking to close down shops. You see in front of you what looks like an inn with a cloud-shaped sign above it, and a couple shops and a little small cobblestone areas on the left or right, but otherwise just a regular average town.
What was the shop had a cloud?
Had a cloud-shaped sign.
Is there anything written on it, or is it just?
You're not close enough to read it.
Oh, I want to get there.
You want
close
to
enough.
go up and read it?
I want to read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could
So-
read too? Oh my God.
Okay, you will roll for reading. No, you get close enough that you see it says Cloud Crest Inn.
Oh, all right. Let's do that then.
You guys looking to grab a spot at Cloud Crest?
Yeah, I don't price check. I just go for the most immediately available place.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir. Who are you?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Sweeney, my friend.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it because he's now a half-elf?
No, it's because I have face blindness.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a horrible affliction.
Yeah.
Is that why you don't recognize me sometimes?
No, it's because I have emotions that I've buried.
Oh. Well, if you guys want to stay
Is that
here...
why you don't recognize me?
Can't wait to break down that wall later.
I've buried a lot of things.
Foreshadowing.
Look, if you guys want to grab a room, I'm just going to quickly swing by the
I'm not going to
tavern.
share a room with you. I thought I
That's
said that.
not what I said. Look, it's fine. Just get your own room, Horace.
Thank you.
And I'm going to swing by the tavern real quick. There's actually a friend of mine in town. But you guys take care of yourself. Get some food. I'm sure the inn will provide something. And, we'll catch up later.
Second, don't drink the pain away. You have to let it in.
I'm not going to drink the pain. All right. I'll see you in a little bit.
All right, let's get multiple rooms.
Multiple rooms. Yeah.
So you guys head inside the Cloudcrest Inn.
This town is so beautiful. It's so picturesque. It's so perfect. It's like, in those storybooks when you're a kid and everything is just so ideal.
Did you grow up here?
Kind of. We're like in the roughly the same county, but
Okay.
but
Did you grow up in a cave underground?
Well, it's more like a mud mound. It's like if you built a wood cabin and then covered it with dirt.
Like a hut.
Like a hut, yes. So it's actually above ground, but it's
That sounds terrifying.
it's definitely not like this beautiful little town.
Okay.
But it's home.
All right. Let's get a couple rooms.
Okay.
Where's it when the second is going?
The second is just walking over to the tavern. So
Alright.
she pushes in the door and steps inside. You see at the front when you walk into the inn, there's an elderly woman standing by the kind of podium where you might check somebody in. There's a big book where you'd sign. Hello!
Hello. Hello, good lady.
Oh, nice to meet all of you. What are your names?
I am Izzy.
Ah, Izzy.
And I will take your most haunted room.
Haunted room. Let me take a
Most
moment.
haunted one you have in here.
She flips through her pages. We have the president's quilted room. We could give you that. It's
Did the
I
president
believe
die in
he
there?
died after, but some feel that he really liked this place. His ghost might still haunt it.
Dang. So there's no past accounts of, any hauntings going on here?
Oh, you know what? I just found one right there. Yep. That room's haunted. Let me just run it up here. Yep.
Do I
boy.
believe her?
Roll an insight for me.
13?
You're not entirely sure, but you don't think she's lying. You're not certain. It's mysterious.
The
It's
downside
vague.
is nothing happens. The upside is she's telling the truth. No one gets hurt in this. I will
Quiet,
take that
everyone. I
room.
require a bath. Old woman, I require a bath.
The name's Betsy.
I don't need your name. I just require cleanliness.
All right, well, certainly. We have our bathhouses just around the back. So if you want to step out there, do you want the luxury bathhouse or do you want the standard bathhouse?
Of course, the luxury bathhouse.
Of course. All right. Well, that'll just be 5 silver pieces, and you can have at it.
I count them out. Actually, I don't count them out because that's below me.
Because you can't count.
That's below me. And I can't count.
We can't
You just
count.
throw a bunch of silver coins.
I just throw a little pile of
This
coins.
is too many, but all right.
I'll use the bath as well.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
The luxury or the standard?
Ooh, this is
Sweeney
gonna be
shower now?
Sweeney showers now.
It's going to be a really good anime episode.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is starting to feel real anime right here.
It's the bath episode.
We've only had one other bath episode or bath segment before. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
For the party?
Yeah, that went differently.
That went differently.
Actually, first I'm going to go hit the tavern.
Oh, all right. Fair enough. There's one just right over there.
I was talking to them.
Oh, okay.
I don't mind that you know that.
What's your
but-
name?
Sweeney.
Oh, okay. Would you like a room as
Yeah,
well?
I'll actually buy a room, yeah.
Sure. All right. Well, that'll be 5 gold pieces.
Done.
Do you want the presidential linen suite, or
Don't
do you
care.
also want a haunted room?
Do not care.
Okay. Fair
His
enough.
room needs to have south-facing light.
Nope.
Because
South-facing
yes,
light?
Handsome cheekbones
Ooh,
need
I-
south-facing
It's not-
light.
guys,
Is that a requirement?
You're
Or
making
they'll
it...
like drop.
This is so weird.
It's very important.
I don't understand.
I got you, Sweeney.
okay, I don't want it.
South-facing light.
You know, I
Okay.
can ask. There's somebody currently occupying the room. I can ask if he would want to move.
They'll understand that they need to be kicked
it's
out.
very important. Yeah.
my-
Well, I don't know. He seems like a very burly fellow, but I'll be sure to ask him. So So where are you going? You're going to
Excellent.
you two are going to the bathhouse, and you've the 5 silver pieces, please.
Yes, here. Blink.
Oh, there we go. Thank you very much. This was accurate amount. This is how much 5
I
silver
can
pieces are. But yeah, here's the towels. She puts 2 towels on the top. Just take that around, and old Greg out there will direct you.
Old Greg.
Old Greg.
Yes.
Man, I haven't met an old Greg in a long time.
So if you just swing out around there, he'll tell you how to turn everything on. You should be good. And you, Sweeney, the tavern's just out there.
Cool.
Enjoy yourselves.
Will do.
And of course, welcome to Fettonshire.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go to the baths.
Yep.
So you guys go around the back, and you step in. There's an older gentleman sitting. He's wearing a gray vest and simple pants. Everything seems tailored and nice, but he's just sitting in a chair outside the bathhouse, looking at cards, counting, and kind of playing. It looks like a form of what would be solitaire in the Dungeons and Dragons world.
Demon solitaire.
Hello?
Oh, are you playing Demon Solitaire?
I am playing Demon Solitaire. Do you play Demon Solitaire?
Absolutely not. I require a bath.
Oh, of course. Well, you've got the appropriate towels. Just go in here and do you want me to turn it on for you? Do you prefer a specific temperature?
Are you going to be my man? during the bath?
Well, I'm here to service the bathhouse, keep it clean, and show you how to use the knobs and the clays and the feathers and of course the leaves.
So you'll be scrubbing me down.
Leave baths here?
Of course we have leave. This is you did purchase the luxury bath, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah. Well, I can give you some of the. What do you prefer, oak leaf, or do you prefer more closer to like a wool or a root leaf?
You know, I'm a sucker for maple.
Ooh, all right. I'll see if we have a little bit left. So,
Awesome.
So let me lead you in here.
More importantly, who's going to be scrubbing me down?
You know what? You got an extra 5 gold pieces? I'll scrub you down good.
I bet you like that, old Greg.
That's not a problem.
That's what you
Money
love.
is not an issue. I need all my nether parts cleaned as clean can be.
I'll tell you. We'll make that 8 gold pieces then.
Brave man, old
Very
Greg.
well.
Brave
This
man.
better be good.
Hey, I was a young man once, so let's do this. Oh, God. So he leads you into the bathhouse. We're going to quickly cut over to the tavern.
Wait, I don't know why we're cutting away.
Yeah, let's watch the pervert clean Horace.
Hey, he was offered.
Because he's a pervert.
No, Horace made the requests.
Old
There
Greg
is,
did not
there
put
is
the
a
offer.
pervert in play. It is not the one
No,
you mean.
the best perverts let the perversion come to them.
Oh, you're a pervert
They're
magnet.
like spiders. Pervert spiders.
I mean, again, if it's anime, we need to linger on people as they're in the bath. That's how it works.
Don't worry,
yeah.
we'll cut back once you guys are in the water. So we cut to the tavern. So Sweeney pushes open the door, steps inside, and Sweeney, around the inside, it looks like, it's fairly empty. Looks like one other person in the back sitting. You can't really get a good look at him. There's a person at the bar tending to some glasses and cleaning up some leftover alcohol. And then you see in the corner at a small circular table is the second sitting with what looks like a massive half-orc gentleman who is just sitting comfortably. And what clothes would this character be wearing?
Stu is this mysterious character who, spoiler alert,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Stu, is wearing actually sort of fine clothing, sort of something that's very, very fashionable. Like, the highest fashion. As I mentioned, Stu has very expensive tastes. And he's maybe having a drink, but it's a flashy blue robe, and that's about it.
Very nice. So, Sweeney, what do you do?
First, I'm going to go up to the bar and
Okay.
say, "Good sir, my tastes have recently changed, and I'm still adjusting. What would you recommend? What's the best thing here?"
Man, it'd probably beer.
All right, good to know.
And as you're looking at him, this is another older gentleman.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, you want some ale? Just fine. House tap, I can run it for you.
Sure. Do you have like a mixed drink of any kind?
What does it mean? You want me to mix some ale together? I can take one of these and mix it with this other one.
Sure, let's try it.
All right, here we go.
See what happens.
Pours it into a glass, slides it to you.
How is it?
That'll be 2 silver pieces.
All right. How is it?
I don't know. Have you tried it yet?
I was asking Jay. No,
I know what you're doing.
I'm like nervous. I'm about to drink it. How is it? How is it?
It's kind
poison.
of it's okay.
Yeah.
He makes like a kind of a coffee ale with an IPA, and it's a weird mix, but
Ugh.
it's okay.
Okay. Thanks for this, I guess.
You're welcome, weirdo. And he walks away. Starts cleaning one of the other sides.
He's not wrong. There's one other person in the back.
Yeah, just sitting in a booth.
What do they look like? Can we tell?
You can get a better look at this point. It's another. It's an older person, a woman with silver hair and dark skin. She just seems to be enjoying a nice glass of ale.
We've landed in Miami, guys.
Wait, dark skin like drow dark?
No, just
Like not
I'm not
Caucasian.
there.
like not Caucasian.
I'm naked at the window looking at. Sorry, I thought this was the bath.
I thought you were a drow.
Runs back to the back.
Just naked. Bye.
I'll plop down next to the old woman.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Am I handsome?
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to get my bearings, and I think my friends might be biased.
Listen, son, you're very forward, and I take the compliment, but I'm really just trying to settle in here and just enjoy the afternoon.
Understood. Early bird special and all that jazz.
We'll open the shop tomorrow in the morning.
Where do
but
you work?
I just work at the pastry shop just around the corner.
How are the pastries?
Well, you'll have to come by tomorrow morning and tell me yourself. We do run pretty good apple fritters, so you swing by and grab one.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Why? Is it quiet time of year?
I'm sorry? What do you
Just
mean?
noticing there's not a lot of activity.
Well, we're kind of a through town. People
Yeah.
come in and they stay for a night. We've got a great bathhouse if you've been.
The bathhouse is exceptional.
Well, we have a luxury bathhouse and a standard bathhouse. People tend to prefer the luxury, but
Listen, you're very forward, but I just want you to
that was
understand.
not what I was insinuating.
All
You
right, I'm tired of you, and I wander away.
okay.
Yeah, sure. Screw it. I'll crash the seconds table.
So before you do, we cut over. Stu, it's been quite a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in what? Like,
It's been years.
yeah, like.
You look great, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I got to keep it shape, for the job
Yeah,
and all that.
you
yeah.
have, yeah.
No, and you are as lovely as ever.
Well,
Yeah,
I
feel like you haven't aged a day.
It's. Thank you.
Is it magic? Is that
well,
what
it is magic. It's magic.
All right.
What are you drinking?
Just a pause. Jay, do I know her name?
You don't. You don't know her name. No, that's a great question. Her name is, to you, still just the second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Back in.
Back in. So, what are you drinking?
They don't really have much. I usually don't drink ale that much. I was hoping for a wine selection, but they didn't seem to have anything.
That's too bad. But I hear their apple ale is pretty good here.
Oh, really? I'm trying to stay in shape. I'm getting a little bit older. I can't take all those carbs.
So at this time, Sweeney is
Clunk.
interrupting.
I slam down just a frothing beer.
Oh, jeez.
Hello, second.
Hello, Sweeney.
Who's your friend who's young and vital?
Sweeney, this is Stu Wellington. Stu, this is Sweeney.
Hey, Sweeney. Nice to meet you, little guy.
Oh boy. Is Stu Wellington like publicly known as your real name, or
No,
Okay.
the Maniac is not connect. Like, there are some extreme fans who may have been able to put that together, but most people don't.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like I don't even know if Sweeney follows wrestling, but I have nothing to go on
exactly.
anyway. So
I see you struck out with the old broad over there.
Sweeney, were you hitting on that woman over there?
sure. Hey, so how
could
do
you call it hitting on? Did you see how that went? She just
Yeah, that's probably true.
Hey, how do you two know each other?
Oh, we're just old friends.
Yeah, we did some work together back in the day, and yeah,
Well,
we're
what
old friends.
are the odds?
Yeah,
you
you know,
two
we
running
just-
into each other.
Well, I heard from Stu
of
that he
all
might be...
the shitty gin joints in all the world, right?
I mean, who do you think sent the bird to tell you to come?
He doesn't
here?
know about that stuff. They don't
What?
use doves.
Oh,
you
you don't know how to do the doves?
They don't
you
know how to use the
to
doves.
take dead doves and use them as messengers?
No, I wouldn't try to explain it to them.
That's super weird and gross.
It's a pretty simple ritual. Whatever,
is
they're
very
just animals.
Oh.
So we're going to cut back to the bathhouse. Yes, well, you just get in there with the maple leaves and, I think that's about it.
Sing me a bath song, old Greg.
A bath song? That's gonna beat another 2 gold pieces.
No problem.
Gold
sing
pieces.
Sing me the slippery kobold. I would like to hear this.
Oh, the cold boat, he slides and he slides.
All right, quiet now.
Springsteen.
Izzy,
Yep, sure are a lot of holes in here. What about yours,
are
Horace?
you looking in here?
No, there's just a lot of holes in my wall.
All
I
right.
think for gross things.
You mean like slugs?
Yeah.
All right.
Did you want any more maple leaves over there?
Nope, I'm good. Thanks, creepy old pervert.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Greg.
I couldn't hear you. All right.
Let's
Izzy.
go. Yes.
What's your relationship with this family we're supposed to be meeting?
This family, I don't know. Wait, did I know? Did
Did I know? Did I know we're supposed
Oh,
to be
you
meeting
mean
or not?
what's my relationship with my
Yeah.
family?
Yeah, what's up with that?
They made me.
Oh my God!
Oh, I'm sorry,
Like in
Horace.
a horrible ritual?
I forgot that you're a noble. When a man and woman love each other very much,
That doesn't happen. I don't believe it.
they pray to a demon,
Ah,
and they bring a stationery set,
did Mom do
and
that?
then you have to write a book and send it into the demon, who then publishes the book. And if it gets on a bestseller list, you get a baby.
Did Mom do that?
Yeah. It was a book on herbs,
Wow.
medicinal herbs, very popular amongst the tea community.
I don't think I'll ever have a child.
I know. It's okay. Children aren't for everyone.
So you like your father?
Oh yeah, Dad's great. No, Dad was really very intimidating. Like he's a big, intimidating kind of like dude, but he's got a really soft, gentle heart. My mom is the one with the real temper.
Why did you
Very
stop
intimidating.
scrubbing?
Oh, you wanted me to sing that kobold song?
Keep scrubbing.
Yeah,
Go on, Izzy.
My mom is the one with the real temper.
Tell me a story about your mother.
Well, this one time she was washing dishes and she was walking around barefoot. And this is when I kind of was collecting animals. And one of my animals got loose. It was a lizard.
What is it to do dishes?
To do dishes,
I'm just gonna get under your arm real quick here. Just scrub like
Make
that.
sure that gets very clean.
you clean the things that you eat off of because nobody else will.
Foul.
I know.
Continue.
That was my worst. I hated that chore. Anyways, so my pet lizard got loose. It ran into the kitchen. Before I could get it, my mom stepped and squished it between her bare toes and killed it. But that sensation of killing the squiggly little reptile between her toes freaked her out because she didn't know what was going on. She looked down and she ran screaming out of the house. And Dad had to find her half up a tree about a quarter mile away.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, for being a druid, she wasn't really... It's just a start when you accidentally squish a lizard in between your bare toes. I don't know if that's ever happened to you.
No, it hasn't.
Okay.
It's happened to me a couple times.
Of course it has, you pervert.
What? All right, so we'll come back over to the tavern. Listen, Sweeney, just wanting to have a private conversation with Stu here.
No, it's fine. You got your friend here. What do you do, little guy?
All right.
I am a bit of a vagabond, a wanderer.
Oh, okay.
You know, occasionally I've been known to find things from time to time that perhaps were lost by others.
That's very vague.
I steal from people sometimes.
Oh, okay. So you with like one of the guilds or something, or you know?
Should I be? I've just been kind of.
Well,
Don't give him ideas.
I don't get involved in that stuff, but
I die occasionally.
Oh,
That's a thing I've done a couple times.
That's actually true.
I don't prefer it.
oh yeah, no, you know, I've never died myself because I'm awesome. He sort of pounds himself on the chest a little bit and just says, I mean, look at this. Who could hurt this?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything that has.
Exactly. She knows. She gets it.
Okay. That's
Listen.
a weird thing to say about yourself.
And I got it all. I don't know if you know that or not. I mean, check this out. He flexes. And
Arms.
magic. I don't know if you know a thing or two about magic, but check this out. He flicks his hand a little bit and he just conjures a little bit of fire with a prestidigitation spell.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
can you do something like that?
You know, I don't know that. Wow, real magic.
Oh no.
That's
This is no.
That's
Let's
really-
Let's stop this right
that.
now.
No, that's really impressive.
Oh, God.
I'm really impressed by that. You know, could you show me that again?
Whatever you want, pretty boy.
Stu, he's just trying to.
Wow, it's like fire, but it's in your hands.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
oh.
Mhm.
That's truly something.
I
So what
think
do
we can-
So what do you do? Are you a magician?
No, I'm not some sort of wizard. I've got better things to do than that.
Wizard.
Magic's just something that I do on the side. No. You ever heard of the Maniac?
I'm gonna roll a history check because I have yet to
Please do.
decide if Sweeney's a wrestling fan. Sweeney rolled a 3
He is not a wrestling fan.
plus his history of 5, so that's an 8.
I don't know. I'm not going to lie. Most
He knows it's a
wrestling
sport.
fans are not fans of history.
Fair enough. I don't think Sweeney knows what you are.
No.
The Maniac. Like, are you a murderer?
Some people have accused me as such, but sort of reach into my robe and I pull out my mask and I like sort of slip it over my head.
So you're
Oh. It
I
still
point
fits
at it.
really well.
Oh yeah, no, I'm still doing it. Like I'm actually.
you are.
You're
No, I've got a gig to the south that I'm heading to.
burglar.
That's not what that's for.
That's, you know, when you wear a balaclava, you really don't want it to be colorful. Makes you really easy to identify.
Oh no, I want them to identify me because
Oh, so you're a bad burglar. Oh, that's
people know me. He sort of changed his voice now that he's wearing the mask.
Oh God.
People know me as the Maniac. I'm one of the most feared men in the ring. I am what you would call a professional wrestler.
He is.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this gorgeous lady right here,
Oh, thank you.
yes, she's an old friend of mine, and we are having a little bit of a conversation.
I was kidding. You two actually have a Oh.
No. I
No.
don't
No,
want you to get
no,
any
no, no, no,
sense.
no.
Nothing. Not gonna. I'm gonna go to the bathhouse.
That was a long time ago.
Oh, but the heart never forgets. I'm gonna go to the bathhouse.
People don't forget me.
So we cut over to the bathhouse. So, all right, well, I think I've got you from head to toe. So that's all you need, right?
You
Let's
didn't get everywhere, old Greg.
Well, you know what? Listen. Again, I was a young man, but I'm really not
I'm
anymore.
not talking about my body. I'm talking about my clothes. Clean those.
What? Oh. Okay, that's not really part of the bathhouse service.
It is now. And clean Izzy's clothes.
I don't really have a...
my leather bikini's filthy.
Yeah, these both are pretty nasty. Is this blood you have on your...
That wasn't naturally red. That didn't start red.
All right, well, I'll try to get some oils to get this out. Just leave a couple coins. This is a little out of the ordinary.
Do you have some like beautiful white, bathrobes we can wear while you do our laundry?
Of course, yeah. You can grab
Cool.
2 by the front. They
Thank
should be
you.
hanging right at the exit.
Excellent. Well, yeah, we'll put
Let's put the bathrobes on
Yeah.
and go get drunk.
Yeah, let's go get drunk.
So you guys put on the bathrobes. You guys look very clean
Yeah.
and like pristine. Like the sun is glistening off of your hair and your face. The sun is now just starting to set. Sweeney, you're walking towards the bathhouse. You see these two.
You guys
Hey,
all done here?
We were going where you were going.
Oh, well, you know what? Let's all go together.
Okay.
Where? Back to the bar?
Back to the bar.
Yay!
Because I don't really need to be clean. I went like 20 years without showering. So let's just go back to the bar together.
Sure. Yeah,
Sweeney,
yeah.
you know how I feel about that.
The bar?
No, about you being clean.
I was born a month ago, so I'm pretty clean still.
It's
True.
next to godliness. Remember that.
Cool. Let's go enjoy an ale.
So you guys step inside, and
Okay.
the two of you now in white robes, you see Second having a conversation with an
What?
half-orc man.
Oh my God!
Whoa! Look at the muscles.
That's
on that.
Stu Wellington. What? That's Stu Wellington.
What?
Oh, I'm a fan.
That's Stu Wellington.
Oh my god.
Are you still wearing the mask?
No,
So
I've
are
taken the mask
are
off.
you like yelling this
I've
across
never-
the bar?
That's Stu Wellington.
Are you hurt? Like, is it a? Are you? Is it a curse?
The Second looks over, sees you in a bathrobe, sees Izzy, just takes it all in, and just hand to face, just
Oh my God,
Oh,
Wellington!
God.
And I approach him.
Hey there, nice to meet a fan.
Prince Horace Kemp. You played at my family's estates.
Oh, which one is? The
You had
Kemp estate. Right,
You had a
right.
big match.
Yeah. No, I fought against the Castle Freak. It was a good match.
And do you remember when you fought Captain Intention?
I fought him a couple times.
He almost beat you at the Kemp estates.
That was a good match.
I
yeah.
want you to know that I cheer for the Maniac whenever I've seen you. Whenever I've seen you, I cheer for the Maniac. I know that you're supposed to be the villain. but
Well,
honestly,
it's all part of the story.
I get it. But you know what? I've always wanted you to win. I've always wanted you to win.
Well, I do occasionally, for a little while, but that's usually only so that the hero could be the underdog and then they overthrow me. That's how it works.
Will you sign my things? Will you sign everything I have?
Oh, most assuredly. Do you want me to put the mask on?
I would love you to
Oh
put
my
the mask
God.
on.
All right, I put the mask on. I have now actually taken off my robe
Oh
as
my
well.
God.
Oh, wow.
And I've just my pecs are all muscly,
can't
showing
believe
off
you-
my 18
Yeah.
strength.
You guys see this?
I could. Yeah.
I clap a hand on Horace.
Yibbity-yibbity.
Horace, the Second actually knows
No.
Stu Wellington from way back.
No.
They have worked together.
Yes, we've worked in the past.
Did you date Stu Wellington?
What?
Did you date the Maniac?
No. We're not having this conversation.
It was a long time ago. It's not worth bringing up.
We worked together. There was a situation that happened.
I feel
and-
sexual again.
And into spring.
Oh, I've been known to bring that out in folks. Anyway, what do you want me to sign?
Sign my hat, sign my chest, and I would also like you to sign these boots.
All right. Here, check this out. You know how I got a little bit of magic in me, and I use my prestidigitation spell to change the color of these things to sign them. I'm using my little finger to sign.
Maniac.
Yeah.
Classic the Maniac.
You now got a Maniac hat and
Oh, classic.
Maniac merch.
So these are all friends of yours.
They're acquaintances. I'm
Let me take the
working
mask
with
off.
them in the meantime.
Well, we're pretty close with her. Like Horace and Second, like work wife, that whole thing,
Oh, really? This
No. That's not what. No, that's me and him have not. That's not what's happening.
It's your business. I don't need to get involved in that.
It's not a business. It's no one's business. His or I's
No, it's
or my
personal.
business.
Very personal.
It's not any of that.
Can I call you Maniac?
Sure, if you want.
I would
Don't be
like-
blowing up my spot, but it's mostly old people around here. They're not big fans.
Okay, well, y'all keep your secret.
You've done
I
a
would
great
like
job.
to offer you some of my private stock of rosé because I know this place can't have a good wine.
You have rosé with you?
I have rosé with me.
That
Practically, yeah.
It would be my honor. Please, let me pour you.
It would be my pleasure. And who is this beautiful creature?
We met earlier.
His
Sweeney.
name is Sweeney.
No,
Yellow.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about this lovely young woman.
Oh, the 22-year-old.
No, I'm
Ysabel?
not 22 anymore. Am I?
She's not.
I am. Hi, I'm Izzy.
Oh, so nice to meet you, Izzy.
Nice to meet you too.
Are you trying to be sarcastic?
so-
Because that's not nice.
Sarcasm is more of my character thing. This is just Stu. I'm just being Stu right now.
It's being genuine, Horace. It's that thing we talked about.
You should try it
Maniac
sometime.
just called you beautiful.
Yeah, sucker.
How old are you, Stu? You've been around a little while.
Oh, it's so hard to keep track. I'm in my 40s these days, but half-orcs don't live as long as most other folks.
So half
So
your age
sad.
plus 7. Oh, 27. That's
Ignore
a little bit.
him.
I'm not really one for
Stu.
math. And here's the thing. I don't die all the time, so I'm still awesome.
He's got a point there. High five.
Also, Sweeney, to be fair, you were hitting on people at the bar at 1 day old, I think about a few weeks ago.
And you were hitting on that pretty old broad over there.
How old are you these days now?
1 month.
That's what I thought. Listen, she checks her palm and there's 2 dead flies and a dung beetle. I've
Dinner?
gotta see about this real quick. I'm gonna head up to the inn and grab a room, but I'll be back. Don't just stay.
We're all
around
just getting
here.
to know each
Yeah,
other.
just
Oh, I do
stay
want to
here.
get to know you folks better.
So the second stands up and walks out of the tavern and heads towards the inn.
I can't believe I dated the same woman that the Maniac dated. She's wonderful.
She's a lovely woman, isn't she?
Wow.
This
Is
is
is a
you?
little
She
disappointing.
didn't really seem. Have her What are her standards like these
Oh,
days?
yes, we're
Like,
getting there. Yay.
What? She dating anybody else?
No, just increasing in quality, I assume.
Horace really played the field on getting her to go on a date. Let's just make that very
Well,
much. It was his idea.
Good for
That
you,
helps.
buddy. That's
Thank you.
Nice work, Blondie.
Thank you. The Maniac just said I have nice work.
And he knows what hair color you have.
Oh my god.
So I'd like each of you to roll perception real quick. Horace.
Oh man, a natural 20.
Wow. Izzy.
15.
Sweeney.
13.
Stu.
23.
Okay. So
My hands are just like on my chin, just like watching all this. Like, it's exactly what I wanted.
Horace.
Happy birthday to me.
You just, in some strange sense, you feel the wind blow as the door opens, and you feel the kind of colder wind of the evening, like, you're just fresh out of the shower, so it grabs your attention immediately, and Stu as well, and you notice pushing through the door of the tavern looks like a 12-year-old boy. He's covered in dirt and soot. It looks like his clothes haven't been cleaned in days, in weeks, and he's stumbling into the tavern just looking out of breath, exhausted, confused, and standing around and looking at all of you.
I get up and I walk over to him immediately, like, what happened, little buddy? What's wrong?
Where's Betsy? Where do you know where Betsy is? I was out in the woods and
I don't know any Betsy. I turn to the rest of the mostly empty tavern, but still just yell, "Hey, is there a Betsy here?
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Betsy!"
Oh, there's a Betsy by the inn. She runs the inn, the Cloudcrest Inn.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Do you want to go over to the inn?
Yeah. If she's there, I need to see her.
All right. You guys coming along? You getting that rosé?
Yes, it's actually back in the inn.
All right. Well, then all the more reason to head over to the inn.
Where our clothes are.
So you guys head to the inn. So as soon as you walk in with the little kid, Betsy, who's again standing by the podium working the papers, looks down and sees the kid. And I'd like all of you to roll insight for me. Horace,
18.
Izzy,
12.
Sweeney.
14.
9.
Okay. So Sweeney a little bit, but more or less Horace, you notice, you see Betsy's eyes kind of read the child from top to bottom. A moment passes, and then you see her eyes go wide with recognition. She drops everything in her hands and she runs up to the child and grabs him. Billy! Billy, oh my God, how is this possible? What are you doing here? Where were you? And she's shaking him.
We found him. He just wandered into the tavern. He looked like he had a rough time. He said he was looking for you.
He asked for Betsy.
Where did you find him?
Is this your grandchild?
No, this is my older brother. What?
He
Where
has
was
been
he?
taking care of himself.
Have you been doing methamphetamines?
Oh my God.
Where, Billy? Where did you come from? And he looks around. I was in the woods, and he's looking at his hands covered in soot and dirt. I was walking. There were, I remember other kids, and I followed out. I was tired, and then I was out here. The town looks different now. Who are you? Where's Betsy? And Betsy, you can see, kind of overwhelmed with emotion and sits down, looking at him, barely registering all of this and trying to wrap her head around it. Where did you see where he came from? Did he say anything? Was anyone with him when you saw him?
No, he just walked in through the tavern door.
Have you seen any other kids? Any other ones around here?
Just say it. Have I seen any other kids in this town?
You have not.
There's a lot of old people in this town.
There's a lot of old people in this
Anyone
town.
in their 40s even?
None.
Me.
All-
Yeah, just you. That's why you stood out. Also, you're
Only-
a half-orc the size of a
Yeah,
bear.
mostly that.
So yeah, only old
Thanks.
people you've seen in this town.
Mystery makes me feel insecure. I'm gonna go grab my sword and armor.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic. I'm not saying anything yet about whether I'm magic, but I am casting Detect Magic. It's only a range 30 feet, but I mostly want to look at these two.
Okay, sure.
Looking at the old woman and
So you cast Detect Magic, the wave washes over the two of them, and you don't see any magic on either of them.
How close is the forest to us? I mean, obviously, I'm indoors. I have to go outside.
The forest is, you'd step outside and past a couple of the cobblestone, shops or buildings or little huts and villages. You're probably about a good, I'd say probably about 200 feet from the forest line.
Okay, yeah. I have it up for 10 minutes, so I'm going to walk to the edge of the forest and see if anything...
So you're just going to walk out and
I'm
walk that way?
just going to not say anything, excuse myself.
Bye, Sweeney. He just leaves.
So Sweeney leaves. So Sweeney, you're
Seems like
walking.
a reliable fellow.
So you're walking to the forest edge. Horace, you went to run and grab your weapons and armor. I guess you run back to the bathhouse and get your clothes as well.
Yeah, I unsheath Doris and go, another mystery.
All right.
I think I might want to go get my stuff as well. This is not seeming on the up and up. I've seen some stuff before. This seems bad.
Okay, so you run up to your room and
I run up to my room. I grab I look to Izzy. I say, could you keep an eye on this for just a second? I need to.
Totally.
This seems like trouble. And I run upstairs, and you see me come back down in just a little bit. I'm wearing my half plate armor. It's silver with I can't resist having the Maniac's like logo on it.
Oh,
but
just,
there's just
engraved into it.
Though yes, but there's sort of. I also have like a patch I can put on it when I don't want anybody to know that it's me. But
I was
You
gonna
can
ask
rip it off dramatically.
yeah, it's part of my like. Oh, it's been me the whole time, Austin. And I've got a war axe on my back.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so Izzy, what do you do in this one?
So I'm gonna.
You should go get your stuff, too.
I'm a bear. I'm fine in a bathrobe. Wait a minute, Betsy. So if he's your older brother, when was the last time you saw him? He's 12.
I haven't seen him in maybe 70 years or something like
Can
that.
you describe the last time you saw him?
While you describe, can you buckle my armor, please?
Oh my God.
Sure.
Ignore
you
him, I
sure
can do
none
that.
of okay.
Tell your story.
So she.
I could help him. You just.
Thank you.
You know, I could buckle my armor myself. Just so you know, you need to learn how to do that, buddy.
Thank you, the maniac.
I can't remember exactly when I last. It was so long ago. Right around the time that the kids started disappearing. He was. I was a little bit younger then, but him and a few of the other kids in town, they went missing. That was the first time. It was right around. I think it was summer, or I'm
They
not
just
exactly
went
sure.
missing? They just like poof.
Yes,
none of the beds?
I remember because our parents went looking for them. They went out into the forest, the woods nearby, and this was, there was nothing. They couldn't find where they'd gone.
No.
She leans down. Billy, do you know where the rest of the kids are? Have you seen them? Have you been with them? And Billy, looking up, trying to remember, still looking confused. I think I remember a few other kids. I can't remember.
I want to try and calm the kid down. Sort of. I'm good
knock
with
him
kids.
out.
I think.
No,
not knock him down. I want to use a. Would that be a persuasion check to try and calm him down?
That would be persuasion to try and to calm.
All right, that's going to be a 30.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're a bard.
Give
19 plus 11
So how do you calm this kid? And it is very effective.
Yes. I just I get down on my knee, get onto his level. Kids are the biggest fans of this sort of stuff, so I work with kids. And I say, look, I know it's been really scary, but you need to be brave right now, okay?
Wow.
Okay.
You're so big.
And you're already so brave for being here and surviving all of this. Just living is a battle, man. But I just want you to think. And if you don't know, that's fine. That's fine. But I just want you to be calm and know you're safe now. I got you.
That's the Maniac's famous saying. Just living is a battle, man.
Just living is a
I had
battle,
it actually.
man.
I had it.
I like that.
For a long time.
Just living is a battle.
Yeah.
There's been hard times. Hard times.
I had that on your poster. You say that on your poster.
Yeah.
Wow.
The kid just is standing with his mouth agape. He's no longer shaking or just staring at just how massive you are and just wow. Oh yeah. Yeah, okay.
So do you remember anything?
He closes his eyes and thinks there was some heat, a lot of heat, and I woke up in the forest just nearby. There were stones, a bunch of stones everywhere, like tall and some short ones, rows of them. And I woke up there and I walked out and then out here into the town, and that's where I found all of you. But yeah, that's where I was. That's the last thing I remember.
Thank you. That was great. Thank you.
Okay.
Are you talking about a cemetery?
What? No, I mean, it was... I mean, there were some stones tall as cemetery stones, but there were ones that were taller, and they had moss on them, and they looked old. I don't know.
Ma'am, is there anything in the forest that you would know that he's describing? Does that sound like anything?
Nearby, on the forest edge, if deeper in, there's as you get farther into the wood, and not many of us go in there, but deeper in, there's you get some forestation of fungi and mushrooms, but then there is an area, I think, from what he's describing, there's these old kind of jagged stone columns. There's almost like a smaller forest of them deep in there. They get taller and taller the deeper you get in. I've never gone in there myself, but I know some of the kids back in the day when I was younger, they would play around the stones and see what was out there, but that's all I remember of it.
Yes, we will help you, old woman.
Oh,
Izzy,
what? Okay.
Can your father wait?
Yeah.
Has anyone seen Second?
Oh, no, you guys haven't.
Well, we left her in the tavern, didn't we?
No, don't she
She
left.
went up to the room.
She left.
Oh.
So I think the hedge. Betsy,
Yes?
what's the folklore of this town? You got a local witch?
Well, we don't have a local witch. To be quite honest, we used to be a popular spot to get out of the rain and the weather. We Cloud Crest Inn, we used to have quite a bit of storms around. This was, maybe around 100 years ago, but people used to say, they would hear thunder and loud, imagine the storm gods themselves romping around here, but we haven't really had that much in a while, so we've kind of had to adapt. We kind of do more things with apples now these days, but we used to be big on storms and things like that. Was a big thing for our town.
Have any other children ever come back like this? Like your brother?
No, unfortunately not. Around, again, when I was younger, it's when it started. Kids just started disappearing, and it passed for a year, and then people would have kids again, and then when they would get older, those kids would be taken. After a while, a lot of us either moved out or stopped having children. They were all taken at a certain point.
All of the children were taken?
Yes, over several years, different groups of kids, as they got to a certain age, around Billy's now, 12 or 13, they were taken.
And none of you, did any of you even look for these kids?
Of course we did. With my parents, we were
Wait a
out in the
minute.
forest line. We went out to the roads. We went to local towns that they had run off. Maybe they'd gone into a local lake or something. Kids, when we were young, we would explore all the time. This wasn't strange, but
How did they not get you?
I don't know.
You were younger than your brother. You eventually had to be the age of 12, and yet here you are standing here. Witch! Witch!
What? No, I'm not a witch.
I'm kidding, bitch. We're going to go find these kids.
Oh.
We're going to do what apparently this town couldn't do, which is
Yeah.
to protect children.
And we have a sense of humor.
Yeah, because we're the Velvet League, and we get
You're the what?
shit done.
Well, you're a part of the Velvet
Oh,
League,
yeah,
too,
we're the
now,
Velvet League.
Maniac.
You like the name?
Is there like I need to look over this contract. I've been screwed over by contracts
Our
before.
logo's a pink ribbon.
Sweeney, write him up a contract.
Yeah.
I'm not in the room.
Oh. Where's Sweeney?
Sweeney's in the forest, so we're going to cut to Sweeney. So, Sweeney, you've gotten to the forest edge, and you can see this is a fairly lush forest. This is a fairly
Ooh,
lush
there's lust.
forest. Lush forest. And they're
Horace, come out here.
lust forest. And, just what you normally see, rows and rows of trees as far as the eye can see in front of you. And as you dig deeper, ferns and lots of forestation. Do you go in?
Detect magic picking up anything?
It's not picking up anything.
I want to walk along the edge of the forest first.
So you're following along the edge of the forest. And what's the range? It's like 30 feet?
It's only 30 feet, yeah.
You're not picking up on anything. Maybe a magic bird every now and then? No, just kidding. You're
Doves.
not picking up on anything.
Okay, I'm going to stay out here for a little bit, and I don't feel like wandering alone into a magic forest that's not showing... I don't feel like that's a good idea. But I am just going to stand out here and just wait.
Okay,
Because I didn't go into the inn for a while, so I got to stand out here and just sort of...
fair enough.
But I am going to... I'm actually going to walk the town...
Just the edge of the town?
With the detect magic going up. Want
As-
to walk around the perimeter.
Sure, you're walking around the town. You don't seem to be catching any strange or none of the buildings, or you pass Old Greg. Nothing weird.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, after
So
10
we-
minutes it fades and I go back inside.
Okay, so you step back inside the inn.
Yep.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna get him cleaned up and some new clothes. But if any of you can do anything about the children that have been missing, we unfortunately had to accept that was not going to change for many, many years. But if there is something you can do, if there's something that has changed now, if anything, please help these children.
I normally ask for money, but for kids, apparently somebody in this town needs to do something.
I mean, look, honestly, your rooms are comped, obviously. Any food you need, I'll take care of it. Just if you can get them back.
Can you give us directions to that henge or the place with all the stones?
Billy, do you remember where it was specifically? North, south? And Billy kind of takes a moment and thinks. It was by the right by the bathhouse. There's a small little trail that cuts through. You pass a small creek, and then over the creek there's the stones. That's where it was.
Okay. We've been to the bathhouse. We know how to get there.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys.
Is it like nighttime? Is it the sun is setting?
It's getting close to the
Oh,
evening.
Should we
So
go
the
in the
sun is
morning?
starting to go down.
I don't want to lose time on this.
Well, because here's the
Kids
thing.
have been gone for so long already.
Reasonably, we should probably wait till their sun. But Stu is like, all right, let's do this.
All
Yeah,
right, let's go.
I'm in the same position actually. I feel I know that there's not going to be much time, but if something's changing, and you said children, there's more than one child missing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All the kids went except for
Are you back in the
Betsy.
inn?
I'm back in the inn.
Oh, well, hello. I need you to write up a contract for the Maniac.
Oh, yeah. He's going to join.
Okay, but before I do that,
It would have to be on a temporary basis. I have a gig that I need to get to in a
Of
couple
course,
weeks.
the Maniac. Of course.
well, we might disappear for 90 years in the forest, so just be aware of that. If something's changing in the forest, we should move fast because we may have a limited window.
Right. Time travel.
All right. Well,
It's not the first time it's happened to us.
gorgeous. Get your sword or whatever you use. Let's get ready for
You
this.
talking to me again? Because I'm pretty much set to Jed. I've got
Sweeney
everything
doesn't
I
use
need.
a sword.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
What do you do? Are you an archer?
You know,
or
I
something?
just make do, man. I just make do.
Oh, okay.
Sweeney is highly religious, I think.
Yeah, he does a lot of hand gestures and, magic comes out.
Oh,
Okay, no one in the audience could see the jerk off hand motion that Kelly made, which really made the joke. And then the resulting
hand gestures.
jazz hand that came afterwards.
Yeah. Wizards.
Let's go.
I gotta go get my staff, and I'm gonna get my light armor on.
Okay. So Izzy, you suit up.
Yes.
Get your staff.
Yes.
So is she, while she's gone, so is she like seeing anyone?
Mostly spiders.
Oh, okay.
She has a friend, a lady friend, who's pretty rough around the edges. Doesn't talk much. Pretty laconic. Pretty hairy.
Oh,
It's a
Oh, is
Wolverine.
she-
She's dating a Wolverine.
She's dating a.
I think she's dating a Wolverine. I think
you mean the Wolverine?
Yeah, she's dating the Wolverine.
yeah.
Because I haven't
fought
seen,
him. You
yeah,
fought
I
him
haven't
once.
seen him in like years. I didn't. So wait, so she's into wrestlers then?
Who knows?
You know what? Sure.
What are you guys talking about?
Hey.
Oh.
Did you
Hey.
see the second? Where's the second?
No, I haven't.
Oh yeah, where is she? She's
She's in one of the rooms.
Don't knock on
upstairs.
her door.
Okay.
At least
Yeah.
let her know we're leaving.
I'll
Make
go,
sure she's not
I'll
dead.
go run up and knock on the door. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. 1 moment.
Don't bother. We've got to rescue some children. We'll be back.
What? She cracks open a door. In the background, you see through the door, you see like and like
Did she open a
on-
portal?
on the walls. You see like just faintly. In fact, just roll perception for me
Or Arcana?
or Arcana.
Well, perception is 16.
16. You notice and you hear like faint voices in the back, like, listen, I'm in a conference call right now, and you see on the walls there's like blood markings.
What do you do? Okay,
I need to. This is very important. But what is it? You said something about children.
Yeah, we'll be back. We're rescuing some children.
Okay, like nearby.
Listen, don't be so fucking clingy, okay? We're going to be back. You don't have to, worry about it too much.
Before you finish it, she just shuts the door on you.
Cool. All right, I'll run down the stairs. Boo, 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 boo. All right, guys, let's go.
All right, so you guys head out of the inn and towards the forest edge. You guys go towards where the bathhouse is.
Yeah.
And follow kind of the similar trail that the kid laid out.
What kind of light do we have?
So it's getting dim. So you're getting into, the sun hasn't set yet, but you're getting into kind of an orangey sky, red and oranges streak, but you still have probably about another hour of daylight before it gets dark.
I mean, I got some torches. Do you want me to light a torch?
We can
We
wait
could
an hour.
produce flame.
Okay.
We don't need to do that right away.
All right.
We can wait until we have we don't need to light a torch in the forest until we actually need it.
Okay.
That's my feeling.
Wait. So
I can also see in the dark, so.
how far of this is gonna be? Because I don't know if you know this. Do you want me to play the war drums?
Play the war drums. Of course.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, it's sort of like my entrance theme, but I also it sort of calms me. It was back in it's a thing I sort of appropriated from the tribe I grew up in. It's I pull like a small like hand drum off of my out of my backpack, and I just start hitting it like boom, boom,
Making
boom,
some drums.
boom,
Yeah, one
boom,
time there was
boom,
this one
boom.
wrestler named Gorbachev, and he broke his war drums, and the Maniac killed him in the ring, but then he came back to life.
Yeah, it was it was not great.
Yeah.
I killed him with a submarine sandwich. Actually, it was crazy.
Yeah, he made him eat one.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I'm using these drums. They're it's something that my tribe used to have. I don't I'm not particularly tribal these days. I'm sort of a cosmopolitan half-orc, if you see. But it really gets me pumped up, and I'm ready to save some kids.
Are you gonna pound your drum here in the dark forest?
Should I not?
It's up to you.
No, let's do it.
All right,
All right.
so you start pounding your drums.
Boom, boom. I just have like a stick, like my sword, my axe is on my back. I just have the drum in one hand and like just a mallet in the other. Just boom, 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 boom.
Izzy's
boom,
getting into
boom,
it.
Boom, 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 boom. Just like as we're walking. and I'm just-
Everybody dance now.
And so
yeah.
you guys are making your way through the trail in the forest. You see on your left and right as you're walking, like each of you to roll perception. Horace,
8.
Izzy,
12.
Sweeney,
23.
9.
9 for Stu. So Izzy, Horace, and Stu, you guys are into the beat that he's laying down right now. It's sounding pretty good. You're getting your groove on as you're walking through up this trail. You're coming up to a creek. Sweeney, you see on your left and right, you start to see some of the forest animals. There's a bunch of them, by the way. This forest doesn't seem absence of life. It seems like it's almost flourishing with life. You see little squirrels, and you see birds flapping and flying around in the trees, and little ones almost like they're interested in following this beat and see what's going on.
Hey, Izzy.
Yep.
You may be interested to know there are animals around. What? I point them out to her.
So you point them out. Izzy, you can start to catch all the little squirrels. You see even like a fawn and a couple bigger animals start to follow. But yeah, just tons of animals everywhere.
I'm going to cast Speak to Animals. Oh.
All right, so you cast it. The wave washes over. Now, does this affect one particular animal or every animal in a vicinity?
Affects her.
Oh, just you. So you can just speak with any animal now.
Dr. Doolittle.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yes, kind of like Dr.
Okay.
Doolittle. And then I'm going to cast Animal Friendship.
Whoa.
And again,
So I
everywhere? Or
go
one?
into my pack. I bring out a little piece of like bread. Mm-hmm. I hold it up and I'm like, bird friends.
So a bunch of birds flap down onto a nearby branch.
Yes, and I can commune with them. Oh, my little bird friends.
So a little landing on a nearby branch.
Oh, she's lovely.
Have you noticed any missing children coming in and out of the woods? We're trying to find the source of where the kids are being taken.
Oh, you speak like us. Sure. There was a boy that was running through here earlier, maybe about an hour ago. John, you saw that little boy, right? Yeah, I saw him. He was running probably nearby the creek, came up near the stones up ahead. But yeah, that's what I saw.
didn't see shit.
Listen, Paul, nobody's asking you.
Fine, I'm flying over to that branch.
Yeah, do what you want, Paul, all right? Do what you want.
I just pooped.
Is there any creepy, sinister behavior happening in the woods?
Oh, I think that bird just shit on me.
Creepy, sinister behavior. Not really. We haven't seen any activity like that in a long time. I don't know. Maybe up towards the Fey Stones, probably, but we don't usually go near there.
Why don't you, little bird? It's my last question.
Oh, well, they seem a little odd and not really my speed, to be honest. I like tall trees, personally, but there's just something weird about them.
You know, I can't keep my mouth shut about this. You guys think you can come in here and talk to us birds with your stupid magic?
Paul, jeez, come on, keep it together, man.
Fine. I'm
he
going to
hasn't
my
had
nest.
any bread in a really
Here,
long
Paul, you
time.
can have the most bread.
Thanks, bro. I'm just going to go to my
Oh,
nest.
don't enable him. All right.
Thank you, bird friends. Oh,
They fly away.
That's quite a skill you have there.
oh yeah, druids. The birds don't go near the Fey Stones.
The Fey Stones?
The Fey Stones. They don't like them.
Did you ask a follow-up question of what Fey Stones are?
Nah, I figured.
It's got to be the rocks, the henge,
Yeah, the
whatever it
henges.
is. And when you really think about it, like people disappearing, like kidnapped by fairies, that seems like a pretty obvious choice of what's going on here.
Very Scottish.
I would have
folklore.
asked a follow-up question.
You would, Sweeney.
I think-
That's why I'm not you.
I trust her. You did a good job.
Thank you, Stu.
Sweeney, I think the Maniac's maybe a little smarter than you, so maybe you should listen to him.
You know, I have to honor your wisdom, Horace. Speaking of Maniac, if you wouldn't mind, I think that bird took a crap on me. If you wouldn't mind using your magic to get rid of that for me.
Oh, you got that. Comes from my personality and
Oh. Oh, my.
Let me hit the drum real hard. Bam!
Oh my! that bird crap is gone.
Yeah.
Don't be patronizing.
Magic's impressive.
Yeah.
Wait, Stu.
Yeah.
Did he tell you he's a wizard?
You are a wizard?
I didn't play that con today,
And an
Izzy.
asshole, apparently.
That part's true.
Well, I wasn't going to say it. Actually, I was. Well, good. Then you're probably actually useful because you look kind of puny, to be perfectly honest.
Well, he'll never be a wrestler, the Maniac, so...
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes you want to combine magic with strength. You just want to do one thing. You do you, man. You do you.
Wow, he's still nice.
Thanks for blowing up my spot, Izzy.
Oh, you're welcome, Sweeney. Anyways, we're going to go this way.
So you guys go deeper. You passed over a little light creek again. Animals just scurrying about, having a good time.
Does he always lie like that to people?
It's like his thing.
So
Gross.
the deeper you get into the forest, you
Yeah.
see some of the animals start to peel off a little bit. They're not following
They're
as
peeling
close.
off their own skin?
Yeah, yeah.
This is my exit. Oh!
What a hellscape of squirrels!
I saw the second do something like this once.
So, yeah. After the animals peel off all their skin, no,
Cool.
you see a few of the animals on the left-hand side start to scurry off back to where they were, deeper in the left side of the woods. The ones on the right scurrying farther off to the right as you get closer to where the little boy described these stones are. So the deeper you go, you start to see them cropping up ahead. Just small, only a couple at first, a few feet coming out of the ground. They start to form a little trail, and lines of little moss cover these stones, and each one starts to get higher and higher as you step closer to them. Do you walk Now, these stones start to fan out and start getting higher and higher. They're starting to cover more and more ground, so it'll be less of walking around them and more of walking through them.
I confidently stride forward.
Okay, well,
And I also sort of yell out like, "Hey, any kids or kidnappers?
we'll take either.
So
I'm here to rescue you and or beat the crap out of you. Let's go."
So Stu's
Respectively.
walking confidently ahead. Do the three of you follow, or do you see what happens to
Oh,
Stu?
yeah, I follow.
Happily.
Okay. Sweeney.
Reluctantly, but yes.
Elbows up, knees up, woohoo.
Okay, so you guys are walking through the stones.
I'm not going to waste a detect magic on this because it doesn't matter.
And
We're
each
going.
one seems to grow higher than the next as you step between them. Taller, wider. For a moment passes and you see each other, you're looking at each other as you're walking through, and you're thinking, how long have I been walking through these stones?
Oh, God.
There are few trees now, and you feel like almost the stones are surrounding you, much like a maze. And the moss is everywhere. They're higher than the trees, and suddenly the ground doesn't feel like grass anymore. You're swallowed by darkness. The air is stagnant. You can feel dust filling your lungs. The ground beneath you, where there once was grass, feels hard, like a wood or stone surface. You guys can't see anything. You're standing in pitch darkness.
Now, I have dark vision.
You
Does
did-
that help?
That does help.
I do too.
So you
Oh,
both,
I do too, because I'm a half-elf now.
who here doesn't have dark vision?
The
Horace.
human.
Horace doesn't see shit. So the three of you, and dark vision again, is you can see perfectly in the dark.
Black and white within 60 feet as if it's dim light.
Okay. Well,
In
this
darkness.
is pitch black.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's as if it's dim light to us.
Okay. So in pitch black and dim light, you guys can see in front of you now, you're standing above a stony floor. These are massive stones beneath you, laying out in front of you. You see a massive wooden, almost like a wall, stretching up and high into, my God, a massive, massive room you're standing in, it seems like. On the right-hand side of the room, you see stone wall going up, and coming out of the stone wall seems to be these large metal columns of some kind, but they look edged on either side. At the top of some of the metal columns, you see a perpendicular other piece of a metal going across it, and then it looks like leather weaving up to a circular... Well, that's strange. I'd like each of you to roll perception.
I'm lighting a torch.
Okay.
Izzy?
Well, the human
10.
can't see.
Sweeney?
14.
Stu?
13.
13. So, and Stu, you light a torch at this moment as well?
Yeah.
So, Horace, you start to catch a bit of the light of the room. As you light your torch, you see these metal columns. You see the light glint off of them brilliantly. And especially the top metal bar going across it, and even the circular piece at the top, because now it's become very clear you're staring at a massive sword hanging on the wall to your right. You look to the left, and you see several other massive swords of different sizes. Butcher swords, massive long rapiers, you see broadswords, huge, massive on your left and right. The floor beneath you is covered in dust, and you see it kind of poofing up in front of you, and just as you see some of the dust raise off the ground, you feel a quake beneath your feet.
Oh, God.
And you hear a loud roar outside of what you can only assume is the room you're in now. A loud thud and a crash, and suddenly it stops. Silence. Thanks for listening to this week's episode. The Velvet League will return next week with part 2 of our adventure with Daniel. In the meantime, you can check out the first 2 episodes of Daniel's Dark Heresy campaign on the Roll to Seize podcast. You can also follow Daniel on Twitter at LOTR_Dan. You can follow the rest of the Velvet League on Twitter. Jeremy is at JLeeFox, Kelly is at Girl Meets Bear, and Mike is at SuperGeekMike. This episode included music by Kevin MacLeod of Incomptech.com. You can find the track listing and credits in the show notes. Photos and character art can be found in the show notes on partialart.com. And while you're there, why not check out some of our other podcasts, including Because Comics, Blockbuster Smash Up, and Roll to Seize. If you have any questions about the show, you can email us at FridayNightQuests@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr, all under the handle Partial Arc. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the battlefield.
Yeah, I'm gonna loot the body.
So, how much experience do we get?
Well, now we have a skeleton army, so that's pretty neat.